Hey, this is Deric Lipski. We're coming to you live from my office. We're making some cold calls. It's Saturday morning. It's pretty early, so we're trying to get a hold of some of these sellers and that we couldn't catch on the weekday and see if we can't pick some of them up and give them a buzz. 72017. You guys can hear that? Hello, is Jeff there?
No, he isn't. Can I take a message?
Oh, sure. Is this Mrs. Marsden?
Yes, it is.
Hey, this is Deric with Keller Williams Real Estate. I was just giving you both a quick call about your property. I saw it come off the market. Did you guys sell that, or is that still for sale?
No, we actually took it off.
Oh, you guys took it off?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let me ask you, because I know the neighborhood you're in. I saw it was on for about 8 months. In the time that you guys were on the market, was there any offers on it at all?
No.
Okay. Well, that probably helped make the decision a little bit easier. Can I ask you, in terms of having it on the market, were there any showings while it was on?
Yes.
Okay, so you did at least have some showings?
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay. And when this one sells for you, where are you planning to move next?
Well, we're going down to the Cape because my husband works down there and he's just tired of the commute, so that's our plan.
Okay, so in order to get that plan moving forward, I guess you guys have to get the home back on the market at some point and get it sold.
Well, we don't have to. We don't have to sell it. It's just an idea that we had. We'd like to, but if it doesn't work out, then, it's just something we don't have to do.
Okay, so what would you do then if you didn't sell it? Would you rent it, or just hold it and leave it vacant, or how would that work?
No, we'd probably stay here.
So you wouldn't go at all then? The dream to go on the Cape would be gone?
Right.
Oh boy, okay. Well, let me ask you. I mean, obviously, I know you had it on the market for the last 6 months. What was your time frame to kind of be down by the Cape? When did you guys want to be down there?
We didn't really have a time frame. We just wanted to get down there at some point. Like I said, we don't have to sell this house.
Right. No, I clearly hear you saying that. So if it takes a few months, you guys are kind of flexible there? Is that what you're saying?
Right.
Okay, I understand that. Well, let me ask you, do you guys have any kids in school here?
Yes.
Okay, so does that kind of play into it as well, in terms of you guys want to make sure that you're waiting for the school year to be done, then maybe you'll kick it in a little bit more higher gear, or?
Yeah, well, that would be perfect if we didn't have to transfer them while they were in school. We could, do it during the summertime or something.
Yeah, I'm sure ideally that would be the best situation. Plus, you'd be down the Cape for the summer, which I'm sure everyone wants to be down there for that.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, I see how long you've had it on the market, and I saw that you had it priced at $665. Can I ask you, how did you pick the agent that you listed with?
It was someone that my husband knew, a friend of a friend, kind of thing.
Okay, so it was a friend of a friend. And what did that agent say as to why the home didn't sell?
Well, he didn't really say. I mean, we had showings, and we thought it was priced right, but obviously it wasn't. So.
Right. I mean, you had no offers on it, so I guess it wasn't priced right.
Basically, we just got tired of having it on the market, having people walk through here and getting no results.
Right.
Causing a lot of stress between me and my husband, and with the kids, it's just hard to get them out of the house to have somebody come over and walk through it.
Oh yeah, especially if you have kids and toys and everything. I imagine it must be hard to pick it up. And me and my wife sold our home a while back, and we have a couple kids, a couple dogs. I know how tough it gets. Can I ask you, besides the price, was there anything else you think that was stopping you from selling?
No, our house is beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at it right now online. I can see you got the finished basement. I can see the in-ground pool. You guys got the Trex stacking out there. I mean, geez, I can't figure out why it didn't sell. Can you?
No.
All right, well, let me ask you this. I mean, if it was still possible to get the home sold in today's market for top dollar, would you still want to do that?
If it actually sold, if there was a guarantee it was going to sell, but, we had it on there for so long and it didn't, so it might just not be the right time for us.
Well, that's true. It could definitely not be the right time for you. And speaking of time, are you aware of what the market is predicted to do this year?
No.
Well, quite candidly, what they're saying is it's going to drop another 7 to 10%. So for you guys at $665, that means another $50,000 to $65,000 of equity lost. And I guess the question I'd ask you is, if you knew you could make more money selling now rather than wait until a few more months or another year or so, would you sell the home now for the most money you could make?
Obviously, we would.
Right. Obviously you would. So what I would like to do is come down and take a look at your home before you guys decide to keep it off the market for the next month or a few years, and maybe give you guys a different approach.
No. I don't want to get involved in this again. We made a decision to keep it off, so that's where I want to stay.
You guys made a decision to keep it off, so that's where you want to stay.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you, is it just because are you guys under the assumption that because the last agent couldn't get the job done of getting your home sold, that it can't be sold? Is that what you're saying?
No, I mean, we had a good agent. I do believe that agent did everything he could do to sell it. It just wasn't the right time.
Well, let me ask you this: how do you define a good agent? Is it just that you like them? Because I mean, if you get
that we know, I don't think they would try to, screw us behind our back or something. I don't think he would lie to us. I think he told us the truth.
Well, of course, no. He wants to get paid a commissions like anybody else. He's going to do it. It's probably how he feeds his family, like I feed mine. But when you say good agent, it makes me think of someone who sells a lot of homes or someone that gets the job done. But that wasn't done here. So is it just that when you define good, just some guy you like and just he's nice to talk to and you feel he's legitimately working to try to get your home sold?
Well, no, he has a pretty good track record from what I've heard. My husband did a lot of research looking up, his information and, the houses that he sold. So I don't believe it was the agent. I just think we didn't get any offers because of the market.
Well, the market's one of the toughest markets we've been in a long time. And I would say this, I'm sure your last agent wanted to get the home sold for you. I'm sure he tried his hardest. At the end of the day, it just didn't work. And in your market where you are right now, the 6 months you've been on the market, you've had 37 homes sell since you've been on the market, and all those other agents got their homes sold for the sellers, including me. I'm just wondering, are you guys open to a second approach or another opinion? Because just because one agent didn't get the job done, maybe he didn't have the tools, the resources, the know-how to get it done. If there is something that I'm doing differently to cause your home to sell versus the last agent you had, would you want to know about that before you put the home back on the market?
Yeah, maybe at a later date, but not now. I don't want to get involved with dealing with this again.
Okay, so you don't want to get involved in dealing with this again?
No.
No, I can clearly hear you saying that, and that totally makes sense to me. Let me ask you this. I mean, obviously the market we're into...
I have to get going. I don't mean to be rude, but I need to go. I have some things I need to get, working on, so...
You have to get going. Okay. All right, so at this point here, we have a call. They want to sell. I know they do, but she just hung up on me. So I'm torn between doing two things. Do I call back or do I move on or do I go to the door? Because we're on the phone call here and it was pretty good, I'm going to call her back and try to wrap this up really quick. So let's see if I can't. It doesn't always work, but this does work sometimes.
Hello?
Hello, Miss Marsden.
Yes?
Hey, it's Deric. So we got disconnected there. I wanted to ask you a quick question.
No, Deric. Actually, I hung up on you because I'm tired of having this conversation.
Oh, okay, well, I'll ask you one more question. That'll be done, I promise. Listen, Miss Marsden, after being on the market for the last 6 months, can I ask you, do you guys feel that you deserve a sold sign in front of that house?
Obviously, we do.
So do I. And that's all I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to harass you. I'm trying to find out a little more about a home that I know I can sell. And I'm looking at it today on the computer going, man, why didn't this one sell? So you guys want to move to the Cape, okay? You guys want as much money as possible for this property to make that move, I'm assuming. I'm an agent that can get that done. Can we get together today so I can come down for 20 minutes, take a look at the home, show you what I'm doing? If you don't like what I'm doing at all, we don't have to work together. I promise I won't ask you when I'm there to list a property. But if I can show you something different that will actually cause your home to sell, get you down to the Cape so your husband has less of a commute, your kids can enjoy the summer, and you can start the new school year in September on the Cape. Isn't that what you want?
Yeah, but I'm not scheduling an appointment. I just think it would be a waste of time. Why can't you just tell me what you do over the phone?
Well, I could do that, but you certainly said you didn't want to waste a lot of time. That would take a little bit of a process to go through that. And even before I can tell you what I do differently, I need to find out what your agent did that didn't work so I can see what I would do to make this home sell instead of sit. Let's do this. I'm going to be in the neighborhood tomorrow at 5 o'clock pulling a sold sign. off of Elm Street, which is right around the corner from you. Why don't I just pop in for 20 minutes? I'll take a look at their home. If I feel it's something I can get sold, I'll tell you. If I can't, I'll tell you that as well. It won't take me any longer than that. It'll take about 10 minutes. Is 5 o'clock tomorrow good for you?
No. If I get involved in this, my husband's going to kill me because we already decided to keep it off. So I can't do this.
No, I understand. Well, how long have you guys been married for?
Almost 10 years.
Okay. So you pretty much know what he's going to say when you tell him you got something set up, right?
Yeah.
Do you really think he'd kill you for setting an appointment with an aggressive agent?
Derek, this situation has caused so much stress between us. I just don't want to keep going back to the same place. We're trying to move forward and, just get back to normal and see if we can come up with another plan or do it at a later date. I just don't want to get involved in this hassle again.
I can bet that causing stress for you guys means that basically the home didn't sell, it gets tough, everybody's irritable. I'm trying to give you the stress relief here. I mean, I can get the home sold. I know I can. Let me pop in for 10 minutes.
So there's no guarantee that you can.
I haven't not sold one yet. That's definitely guaranteed. The homes I list, I sell. If I don't think I can accomplish what you want me to accomplish, I'll tell you right there. I don't just take listings to take them at all, Mrs. Marsden. Believe me, I work hard at what I do, and I know I can show you guys a different approach. Let's just get together for 10 minutes. We'll go over it. If it doesn't work, fine. You can either rule me in or rule me out. If I might even have a buyer for it. I'm not sure yet, but I have to get in just to take a peek at it, meet with you guys. I promise it'll take no more than 10 minutes. Is 6 o'clock good for you tomorrow?
What do you mean you've never not sold a home ever? Every house that you list, you sell.
Correct. Do you want someone like that working for you?
Well, that'd be nice, but where can I see that? How do I know that's true?
I'll bring it all with me, and if you want, we can go online when we're there and check it out yourself. And I'll compare my facts to your last agent to see who's selling more homes. And let me ask you, if you find out at the end of the day that I was selling double, triple, even quadruple as many homes as your agent did in the same time frame, would that make you, would you be a little more confident in using me for the sale of your property?
Maybe.
All right. Let's do it tomorrow at 6. I'll pop in for 10 minutes. If it doesn't work, I'll certainly feel free to call me back at the office and tell me your husband doesn't want it. But let's schedule it for now, talk to him, and we'll go over tomorrow at 6. Fair enough?
Is there any chance you could do 7 because 6 o'clock is dinner time for us and things are a little hectic? Could you do 7? But I swear, I'm only giving you 10 minutes. If you can't give me, show me what I want to see, then that's it. I don't want to be here for an hour or 2 hours. I'll give you 10 minutes to walk through, tell us what you got, and that's it.
Fair enough. I'll see you at 7.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay, that went a little long. Usually these calls don't go as long as that. But I tell you what, I knew by calling her back I could get back in that door. She just didn't. She was frustrated. They've been on the market for a long time. They're losing money. It is pouring out of their house. They need someone to come in there, give them the truth, and show them how to get the home sold. Because if they don't, they're going to lose more and more money. And every time I see it, these homes come off the market. They stay off for 18 months. They come back on. They're $100,000 cheaper. I know it felt like I was fighting her there, but at the end of the day, I'm doing the right thing. I'm still going to get into heaven because you know what? I fought to get that appointment. You might call it pushy. I call it getting in there, saving their equity, and getting them moving. They got a family. They need every penny to make that move. That's what I'm trying to make happen in this marketplace. Any questions, comments, anything on this video? I hope you guys liked it because, I mean, this is as real as it gets. Give me a call, 508-326-5320. Feel free to email me anything you want. I'll answer any questions I have. Good luck.